All right. Here we go. Let's drop the beat. Another day, another steady stream of hate messages that my wife is back there answering. Beautiful day on the internet. It's like I never left junior high. Where's my pen? All right, we're going to rock and roll here, and we're going to finish this page. Here we go. I've been gone for about 3 hours just to catch you guys up. So this is about the 5th session on this page. I don't know how many hours we're into it, a good amount. Got most of the inking done this morning. We had to head out. We had an investor meeting, a potential investor, 2 o'clock. We were there for 2 hours and went really well, really lovely people. So looking forward to following up on that. And now I'm back. We took another meeting with our corrugate manufacturer a little while ago. Some cool things are in store. It looks like we are going to have custom boxes for Red Rooster backers. So get excited about that. They're going to be very cool. It looks like it's a very affordable option, and it's going to be really sweet. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm really excited about it. Custom boxes for Allegiance. So, all right, so here we are on this page. The goal today in this session is to finish this page. And it's just about done with the inking, and then I will apply a layer of grayscale over the top. And I am giving away all our secrets here. So I'll talk more about the grayscale when I get to it. Right now, I'm just sort of opening up and seeing a few little things that I'm not real happy about with fresh eyes. But this is a good page. I like this page. There's something about the Red Rooster body double that's still bothering me. So I might work on him a little. Otherwise, we're going to ink this area here and this area here are both unresolved. This panel I freaking love. Panel 3. And then we've got Dog Bites Man. That looks pretty good too. And I might work a little bit in these spots. There's still something about his face I don't like. All right, so I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see what's going on. And just as a reminder, we have now a zero tolerance policy for junior high BS. We are going to kick you right out of here, although everybody here is real cool. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think I need to. It's a little too beefy. Yeah, that's all he needed. Much better. I feel really bad for all the people we're refunding. Oh, they're gonna miss out. I do feel bad. I think I'm just gonna black that out. Simpler is better. I'm also looking forward to printing all of those copies and selling them to other people. I'm just trying to video chat with you. What do you mean video chat with me? Can you do that? We could simulcast, David. I think I can do that here. We could just have a draw stream where everybody gets on and does this. We could probably do that for you, Elizabeth. If you're willing to cover the shipping, we would be happy to do that for you. So hit us up at info@allegiancearts, and actually, maybe the best person to write for this would be Kathleen. I'm going to give you the email. It's our new intern. I'm going to have her do this for you. She'll figure it out. So if you'll write Kathleen, C-A-T-H, like kitty cat, Kathleen@allegiancearts.com. Tell her I said we could figure this out for you if you can cover the shipping, and we'll make it happen. And she's in charge of the inventory. Maybe we can work that out. Adam Holberg is one sexy lady. But thank you. All right, the face bothers me, and I gotta fix the feet. The other issue with the feet that I left is they were too chunky. They looked like they were floating. So you would think more line weight would make something heavier, but if you want to make something feel like it's really impacting the ground, use a thinner line at the impact, or no line at all, and you feel the weight of the figure pressing against the ground. Oh my gosh. I am drawing from a computer. That's correct. At least I do my interior pages on a computer. All right, that foot's looking a lot better already. It feels planted. And just like that, I think we got it. I'm using Photoshop. You know, that's probably good enough. Good enough. That's what Jack Kirby would say. It's good enough. All right, now let's fix his face. All right, so I just lightened up. Faded it out there. And I'll give it another pass. Just about got it. I'll be done by the end of the month, maybe a little bit after, as long as I keep this pace. So for those of you that didn't catch this, we had a great meeting yesterday with a corrugate manufacturer. And we're going to be doing special boxes, it looks like. It looks like it's going to be cost effective to do that. So all the fulfillment stuff is going to be coming together, which is really awesome. And when this is done, I will have several pages in the can. And I have pencils for pretty much everything in some stage. And I got Kelsey's helping me tighten up some stuff too, so we'll be done. We'll be done real soon. I should be a little bit further along, but once I tell you guys about my August, you will understand. Crazy. Crazy. I had the craziest month of my entire life. And it was business related. But it's all good now. Elizabeth and I brought an investor into the company early last month. And that was truly exciting. It's a big deal, actually, a really big deal. Like a big deal. Who might go to artist for inspiration besides yours truly? Pretty much I just rip you off. Say, give me some of that. Give me some of that D-Wams. Give me the Brohawk. Red Rooster was inspired by Brohawk. Yeah, my main influences aren't necessarily comic book related. I love, lately it's been Hiroshi Yoshida, printmaker from Japan. John Singer Sargent, especially his watercolors, they're freaking phenomenal. Wyeth is a big influence. I remember seeing his paintings when I was in junior high and high school, and they're just like, when I was in high school too, I was really into the Dungeons and Dragons fantasy painters and Forgotten Realms painters. So Keith Parkinson, Larry Elmore. We lost Keith Parkinson way too soon. That's so sad. Oh, it's been many years now. This guy was extraordinary. Larry Elmore's still around. He lives in Tennessee somewhere. My friend knows him. Could you show your drawing tool, please? You mean my pen? It is just a Wacom pen. I have put electrical tape to make it real fat because it's easier on my fingers. To do. Draw Red Rooster. But that is my pen. here. All right. I would call that. I think it's resolved. The face is better than it was, which is good enough for me. Rascal's leg is a little Dude, my room is decorated. It's just not right behind me. Here, I'll show you. I'm gonna go for a ride. All right, here we go. This is my desktop. Look, I got a beautiful carpet. I've got a writing desk with plants, 2 windows, a chair, lamp, plane props. That's my computer. I have a stand or a dais here for my Loomis book with a lamp that I reference. I've got some sketchbooks and notebooks to my left, and then we're back. That's the 360 tour. As you can see, we are well decorated there, David. All right. Here we go. I wish I had a articulate dog. Not one that could talk. You mean one? I mean one that could move. Articulating, not articulate. Articulating dog would be nice. I wish I had an articulate dog. That would be awesome. I'd be a millionaire. Somebody writes, Elizabeth, she told me, so a guy wrote her and said, I'm sure that you watched my video about you that I made a couple months back, and I am not happy. I'm like, sure, buddy, I watched your video. Sure. I watched your video. Not. Anyway, people are funny. All right, so that's done. I'm going to focus on this panel here. This guy's crazy. Crazy. Everybody we got is next level. I feel bad for all the people missing out, personally. People are missing out. They don't know what they're missing out on. Being so angry. I feel bad for them. How did I do panel 2 so well in perspective? I don't know, David. It was a daggum miracle. It was a daggum miracle. I can show you my rough. Let me save it real quick. Oops. All right, that was the original idea, okay? So I kind of knew where everybody was going and what I wanted to do with it. And you can see I sketched a perspective in a little bit. Then we'll go back, and then I can show you my pencils. And so this is the pencil layer. You can see my perspective grids on this. I'll highlight them. All right, so I canted the angle. Right, I'll show you. And I mean, all right, so there's the horizon line right there. And then these are the vertical axis here, roughly. And then here was my vanishing point. That's how I did it. For some, I tell you, David, it was a freaking miracle, because that's some of the best foreshortening I've ever done. And it came together really easily. I was just in the pocket, you know how it goes. You get in the pocket and then some things just work out. I was kind of dreading it. Thanks, Jimmy. It's a good thing that bike is wrecked, because I don't like drawing them. I can draw them all jacked up. Jimmy says, so I'm new to digital and still having issues figuring it out. What advice, more traditional comic artists? Okay, so you're coming, this is good. You don't want to go to digital until you've mastered traditional. That's one thing, because then you don't know how to translate the experience properly, at least. All right, so advice for digital. There's so many ways to do it. You're gonna have to, why don't you tell me what your setup is, right? Like, tell me what software you like to use. And that's really the kind of starting point. Are you an iPad, which is definitely a way to do it? Are you on a computer? Do you have a Cintiq? Are you drawing on a tablet? You have to give me a little more information. All right, Jimmy's using I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's the Chinese display graphic tab connected to my laptop. Software, he's using Photoshop, but Photoshop. All right, that's good. All right, so we're on a very similar setup. So I'm using a MacBook Pro with a Wacom Cintiq and Photoshop as software. All right. So the first thing you need to know is, like, that's why I said you got to know traditional first, because then you have, what you're trying to do is replicate the experience while also opening up a set of tools and options that can enhance your drawing. Let me think. I wish you could have seen me ink this whole thing. The first thing I would recommend you do is, when you pencil, give this a try, because you can't. Penciling is an entirely different discipline digitally, in my opinion. Inking is almost the same thing. Penciling is an entirely different thing. So I'm going to go back to my pencils, so we'll talk about those for a minute. All right, so this panel is a good example. So you can see even underneath my pencils, I've got a rougher drawing. So I'll roughen the drawing, the layout, then I fade it out. Fade it out to like 90% brightness. And then I draw right on top of it. And each time I reestablish my perspective. On each pass, I reestablish this basic, simple, a simple grid for each one. You don't have to be elaborate. Sometimes you do, but most of the time you don't. You just need a wire frame to hang all your figures on. Sketch it out and be loose. You can afford to be loose while you're digital. And then fade it out 90% brightness, and then go back over it again in a second pass. I use you can use honestly, just a chalk brush with a little bit of transform turned on, so it has a little bit of a fade to it, a little bit of pressure sensitivity, and a little bit of opacity sensitivity. So you can get, so when you push harder, it gets thicker and darker. And then I work with tones also. So I have a big chunky brush, and I get a kind of a grayscale, and I go ahead and start laying in some shadow areas. Right now, see, it's not like regular pencils. I think in terms of volume, so I try to create depth, volume, and atmosphere by using almost like a grayscale ink. It's almost like imagine you were drawing with a brush and ink wash. maybe that's the way to translate it. So that's the way I look at it. You're drawing with a pencil and an ink wash brush. So you're able to use your pencil and get real washy with it. And that, in my experience, loosens the whole thing up. It allows you to explore depth and volume and get depth and volume, really, I guess, and shadow and all that kind of stuff. And then that helps you. At least for me, it helps my mind see what should be lit darkly, what is lit up. And all that stuff, when I switch it back to the inks, as I'll do in a second, like here on Strong Boy's face to the right here, I just blocked him out in shadow, right? I know, and then I have a reference for the colorist. To be honest, this is a great thing. You can send this to your colorist and say, hey, this is kind of what I was going for. So you've got an extra layer of information at your disposal that you really don't have with a pencil. And then when you go back to the inks, that all those washes and tones inform the line weight, right? So I hope that makes sense. So I can see, again, I do that fade and then I draw over a faded, I've kind of already erased it all, but I fade those pencils out and then I ink from that, and the tones inform my interpretation of the line weight. So when I go into inking is almost just like traditional inking, but all those extra steps help me decide just how much weight I put on my line. When I'm inking, I start with a very thin, almost like a hairline, and I just kind of chip away. I explore. It's like the first 10, 20% of it is just sort of nick, just nicking around wherever it feels most confident with a very thin line. And then you do that for a few minutes, and then you start noticing the drawing starts to come out. And then I switch to a bigger, thicker brush, and then I go in and lay chunky blacks in. And so what that does is it keeps this contrast, right? I run into problems when I start with a medium weight line and try to draw from it or ink from it. And then you lose your dynamism in your inks. So it just flattens everything out. It brings everything to the middle. But the middle is where the color goes, right? The colorist will be your middle. You want to provide darks and the chunky darks and the thin thin edge lines, and the colorist will fill. I guess I'm kind of getting off topic. It's better if I show you, but anyway, just come back, stick with us. I'll do this more, and you should be able to pick up on it. And you can actually go back and skim through my past videos and watch this whole page come together. So I hope that helps. Hope you guys all learned something. This face has been a booger here. I do have a YouTube channel. It is, I think it's just M Brightweiser. Honestly, I can't remember. You can find me. You can find me on YouTube. I'm on there. I simulcast this deal from Facebook to YouTube. So head over there, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up. Our ratios are terrible because we get trolled every single day. So thumbs ups are appreciated. Jimmy doesn't know what he stumbled into. I may be the most hated man in comics. One thing about the Cintiq is I can't turn it around. It's my only complaint with my whole setup. All right. Yeah, this is definitely not. He looks like Mussolini with that huge jaw. All right. It's a weird angle. Sometimes you just can't see it till you turn it around. That's better. Yeah, if anybody wants to head over to my YouTube channel from Facebook, please do that. We're losing a lot of followers. Or subscribers, I guess you call them. All right, got to give him a little road rash here. Dang it, I'm drawing the wrong layer. If somebody's from YouTube, you could put, somebody's watching on YouTube, you can put my channel in the chat, maybe my link or something for people. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. But yeah, hop on over there, subscribe. We're about to lose our monetization. Yeah, more than one person was saying that, that's for sure. I'm a fence sitter. I'm afraid to take risks. Cunto Hair. I'm assuming that's your real name. I'm afraid to take a risk. Sit on the fence. That's pretty funny. Yes, it is very professional and polite as a company to not be political, and we sell books to everyone, and we have fans from every background. I'll let you in on a secret. This is a bit of professional advice for people that want to play junior high on the internet. I have been in tons of meetings over the last year and a half with business people, with investors, with producers, with executives. I mean, just the list goes on, and I've been just very powerful. I've been very powerful and wealthy business people, very influential people. This has taken us to a lot of interesting places. Do you know how many conversations about politics we've had? Boom! Zero conversations about politics with any of these individuals, unless they were very, very, very close friends. So it just doesn't happen in the business world. It's not, I know it is not Twitter. Twitter is not real life. Raving Bean, thank you. Are you going to be selling Allegiance Arts in Australia? As soon as we can get it figured out. As soon as we can get it figured out. We've got a few, we're still solving some of our domestic problems, which is on our online merchandising, which is we're actively pursuing on Walmart.com. We're going to get that fixed. And then we're still trying to resolve some of our in-store merchandising issues with Walmart. And then we just have some hurdles before we get to Australia. Likely, the way we get to Australia is through our collected editions, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, and that kind of stuff, which we'll get to, early 2021. We'll start binding stuff up and doing trade paperbacks, and that'll make it much easier to send things in volume to Australia and other places. So we'll look into it. I'd like to do Australia. I'd like to do Belgium and Germany. I'd like to do the UK. And Elizabeth just texted me to remind everyone, if you're an international fan, we do have digital editions available on allegiancearts.com. So if you go right at the homepage of allegiancearts.com, you can download the digital books. I know that's not the same thing, and but they are there. And if you want to, they're DRM free. So download them, put them on your phone, iPad, computer. At least for now, we just want people to have them. So you can head over there and check them out if you like. But I really appreciate the question, and we will get it figured out. Thank you, sir. All right, I tilted my screen and this came together perfectly. That's a pilgrim shadow without his cowboy hat on. All right, so we are one step closer to getting this done. I'm gonna add a little spatter. Yeah, just make him a little more gnarly. I mean, he had a pretty rough accident. Ooh, Yeah, oh that made it right there. A little crackle. A little Kirby crackle. That's not really Kirby crackle. But yeah, that kind of gives it a little more energy. I'll do the same thing here. Perfect. Oh. Okay, Gotham says, do you get the books online? I think you mean, okay, so yes, so you can order online through walmart.com. And we also have digital editions on our website. So again, if you go to allegiancearts.com, at the very top of the website, there'll be 3 buttons. One is a store locator, so you can see if we have books in your area. The second button is for order online. So if you click that link, it will take you directly to walmart.com with our books right at the top. I have the search. It just, so you don't have to go there and search for them. Our listing is a little bit messed up. They don't have our pictures put up appropriately or our descriptions, but you can see that the books are there and they are available for order. And if you put them in your cart and order them, they will arrive at your door, shipped fulfilled by Walmart. And then we also have a button up there for the digital editions that you can download from our website. So we have, there are 3 ways to get these books for now, and then we hope to expand that to international customers as quickly as we can. This is copyright-free music, so I'm a little bit limited. All right, guys, I love that panel too. I love it. That's one of the best panels I've ever done. Panel 2 and 3. The panel 1's pretty good too. All right, so this is the last part I have to finish. Am I going to do gold foil covers? Interesting comment, David. So Red Rooster will have gold foiling on the cover, but it won't be a gold foil cover. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. We'll probably, our printer says that they can do a gold foil application, but it has to be 2 inches by 2 inches. So I'll probably do the red rooster emblem in gold on the cover. It should be really neat. I'm excited. But full foil covers, I don't know. Maybe I want to do something for the trade paperbacks that makes them very unique. I noticed that when I walk into the young adult book section, not every cover, but a lot of books in the young adult section have like some kind of something like that. Either it's spot gloss or gold foiling or an embossment or some combination of all those things. So it seems like if you And actually, our distributor has a lot of data. They are a data company as much as anything else. And I'm sure they have data on all that. So I'm going to go and pick their brains and figure out what young adult customers really go for. And we'll do something really interesting, I think, with the trades. I want them to feel like a very special and unique product lineup. And I want them all to be uniform. So when you buy the Bass Reeves trade paperback, you feel like you got to go get the other ones because they kind of match. You know, they all match. The spines all look good when you line them up on your bookshelf. It's going to be a design project, and I'm kind of excited about it. Yeah, so I want people to collect. These are collectibles. You're going down, buddy. There you go. Boom. Black on black, embossed cover. All right, let's talk about it because we actually discussed, I was thinking maybe like dark blue on black, but black on black could be cool too. Maybe with silver foil on the silver star, that would be cool. But yeah, we discussed like each book having a color palette, like Bass could be black on black or dark blue on black. And then Red Rooster would be red and cream. And then with gold, Nora would be like mint green on, I don't know. We talked about different things. Futurist is orange and purple, probably something like that. Anyway, the books are going to have like color coded, and I want them to all look good on the shelf and fit together. So when you come into the bookstore and then you see the Allegiance shelf, Allegiance art shelf, you know it by the spine, and all the books look really slick together. And we have to do it on, we have to find a cost efficient way to do that too. So. Again, if you're joining us, we got a few people here. It looks like we're going to get specialty boxes for Red Rooster, but not just for Red Rooster, for all of our stuff. So specialty boxes are coming. They're building a mock-up tomorrow for us. Price estimates look really good. plans for prints or posters or figurines in the future for these characters? Of course, I mean, we want to do all that stuff. Want to do all that stuff. Got a couple more hoops to jump through before we get there. But yeah, that's 2021 stuff. That's 2021 stuff. As soon as I am out from under the drawing table, I'll be able to go out and broker more deals on stuff like that. All right, now, David, you're just being a distraction with this red rooster eating chicken. Quartz eats chicken. Hey, David, get this. I think you'll get a kick out of this. We had a local restaurant, and we know the owners of this restaurant. This is the stupidest thing ever. We know this is a gourmet Southern restaurant, David. Gourmet Southern food. Owners are white. It's in kind of a mixed neighborhood. They did a summer, and the guy's a very good chef. Guy did a summer or a spring gourmet, like early summer menu where he posted on Facebook fried chicken and watermelon as a summer treat. Their Facebook page exploded with comments calling them racist from our own. Like, I was shocked. I was totally shocked, David. I wouldn't think Little Rock would be like that. And they were like apologizing, like they didn't mean anything by it. I love fried chicken and I love watermelon. Oh my gosh. They were on the news. They were all over Facebook. They had to issue an apology. It was so ridiculous. And there was like black guys from Little Rock being like, what the, like, they were pissed. They were pissed because they had to take it off the menu. They made them take it off the menu. What does the world come to, David? Ridiculous. But they were ready to run that restaurant out of town. I do too. I think, especially early summer, that's a treat. The world's gone insane. I mean, it's just a very Southern dish. I better be careful. I'm gonna get in trouble, David. The other page was like full of, it was just crazy. It was one of the craziest. That's crazy. Crazy Manor asks, is Red Rooster going to be 6 issues? Yes, that's the intention. When you say it might be your last book, are you talking about the first 3 issues or all 6? I'm really talking about the first 3 issues. For me, it's unsustainable. So I am searching for a replacement for myself. I will likely be at least doing the layouts for the next 3 issues, or at least the next issue or 2. But I'm looking for someone I can make a handoff to that can complement my art style. I will participate. I will do the covers. I will definitely be doing covers for Red Rooster at least for the foreseeable future. And I'll also be writing or co-writing and directing the story. So, but I have a lot of other duties. We've got, we want to make some more titles, which we're in the ground phase of as well. And I need to be there. I need to be selling advertisements. I got to go and get in the boardroom and I got to sell ads. I got to go sell licenses. I got to take this company and make it as big as it possibly can be. And that's going to be my responsibility. How are you guys going about deciding that art contest winner? Yes, it is still a thing. Absolutely. So we've gone around and collected all the art and we have it in a folder. And we've gone and gotten permission, or we tried to go and get permission from everyone that submitted or used the hashtag. We didn't hear back from everyone, but it is in the folder and we have it there. And I just need to get a panel together. I'm not going to be the judge. Well, maybe I might be one. No, I may not be. I want to get a panel of people, maybe a couple of artists, maybe a comic book shop owner. I just want to get people that aren't involved in Allegiance Arts to be a panel of judges. And then I'll have them select or vote. Maybe we'll narrow it down to the top 5 and then I'll have them select the winner. But we haven't chosen it yet, and I haven't selected the panel of judges, but the winner will be, the winner and probably the runners-up will be featured in the Golden Age graphic novel. So it's still a thing, and it's still happening, and we have got permission from a number of individuals that have participated to be published. Good question. Any plans for artist edition books in black and white? Maybe. Nope. That's a little ways down the road. Where's Lee Weeks? I've been thinking about calling. Lee and I talk every once in a while, and I might get on my hands and knees and beg. Maybe beg for one issue. If I could get one issue out of Lee Weeks, that would be. Maybe he would do it if we did it together. Like, maybe. Or maybe he'd pencil. Maybe he'd pencil and I could ink it. I don't know. I need to give Lee a call. I've been thinking about him for a couple of weeks now. Art contest. Yes, we hosted, or we invited, back in 2018 and 2019, we invited people to participate in a Red Rooster art contest. And so we use that. If you could search hashtag, I guess it's technically not closed, although I don't know that it'd be fair to the people that submitted way back then. So if you hashtag Red Rooster art contest, I asked people to use that hashtag, and you can still search it, and a lot of the entries will come up. So good deal. Thank you, Paulus, for submitting. We appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. Get Ron Garney. Ron's fantastic, but Ron is drawing the new Keanu thing. Bill's in the room. Maybe I'll twist his arm. Bill, you want to draw some Red Rooster? I'm not joking. I think you have my number. We talked on the phone not long last year. So invitation is always open to the great Bill Reinhold. Oh man, yes, but all right. So, okay, we've got half a commitment for Bill Reinhold. So one of the things I thought about doing with Red Rooster, since I can't do it all, I might do an issue every now and again, and then have people come in that are like legendary, like Bill Reinhold or Lee Weeks, if I get on my hands and knees and beg. Maybe come in and just do 3 issues, like just 3 at a time. It's no big commitment. It's and then Red Rooster becomes the one book that has this revolving set of like incredible talent that just carousels around. That it brings the story to life. I think that'd be a fun book to do. People that are kind of in a similar vein on style, but a little different. Wish I had time. Well, it's good that you're very, very busy. Hit me up if you're ever not. I saw those pages. If you want a real treat, go look at, I think Bill posted this on Facebook, some of his artwork from, what's that thing where he was, now I'm blanking, where he drew the thumbnails for the Wizard magazine, it was for Wizard magazine for the book that John Paul Leon was doing, and I forget the daggum name of it. Anyway, you'll see it if you go to his Facebook page. I think it's a real treat, and I love his approach to it. To kind of, anyway, it was a great look. What's that thing? John Paul Leon, Marvel. Earth X. There you go. Earth X. Earth X. Anyway, I saw that. It looked absolutely awesome. And I remember when it came out. I had just moved to New York. This is so unresolved. Okay, I guess this is, I'm just going to call it. Those are the inks. And then I'm going to do a layer of grayscale. So it won't take long. So now I have an airbrush on overlay. And I use that to just clean it up a little bit, pop out, make the blacks pure black. I can darken up things. Overlay is a pretty fantastic deal. So I can use white or black to lighten or darken elements. Pop the contrast a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see a difference. Thanks, Joey. Everybody go check out Joey's work. He's the up and comer. Maybe we'll get to work with him one day. If he's not too busy. Oh man, we've got like an all-star cast. Look at this. David Williams, Joey Vasquez, Alex Ramirez, who's a fantastic color artist, and Bill Reinhold. Yeah, keep us informed, Joey. All right, so that's the overlay. That's just a simple cleanup job, real fast. Didn't take long. I made my blacks more punchy and just enhanced the contrast. Faded out some of the underdrawing. Again, that's I use an airbrush set to overlay brush effect. I'll panel borders. Clean up a couple of panel borders. I keep nicking around. Maybe add a little texture. That's unnecessary. All right. Now it's my last pass. Here I do a scale pass. Although I don't know that this page even really needs it. All right, so that's why I hang on to my pencils. So I keep a layer with my pencils underneath because this is where it really starts to come in handy. I still don't think I did a good job with that hand, but I'm willing to let it go. So at this stage, I do a layer of grayscale work, and that allows Elizabeth to have an extra layer of rendering that she can manipulate with color. It really makes the whole thing pop. And just to give the whole secret away, I do this with a hard-edged brush, meaning a brush with anti-alias turned off so that it's selectable. And I put the brush effect to darken, usually.
Relax, find peace. Calm meditation guide stops on the screen box. Get YouTube Premium with background, ad-free, and offline play, so you can unwind.
Oh my gosh, these YouTube ads are driving me crazy. I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, it just gives it that like extra layer of like a, I mean, I love watercolor and washes, and then that's just the way my brain likes to think. So this just gives me that extra bit of fluidity that I want in the work. Elizabeth and I hit on this technique when we were trying to be way more efficient in coloring. Yeah, it's on. It does it on Outcast. It's pretty awesome. And Lee Weeks. So interesting story that you pointed that out. So we borrowed from Paul Azaceta, who started doing this on Outcast, and we started applying it to other things and kind of came up with our own way of doing it. And then when Elizabeth worked with Lee on Batman, we basically walked him through what we were doing, and he was like, boom, oh yeah, I see, I get it. And so he started using this in his work, and so that's why you notice that thread, and you're very, very observant. But that's how it, Lee took to it, and I think it's really it's given his work an extra layer of beauty, I think. Not that we could take any credit for it other than just saying, oh, hey, look what we found. And then he just does his thing. I think I'm going to give Lee a call tomorrow just to see how he's doing. It's been a few months. That was my chair. I gotta fix that. Or was it just my chair? Good enough. Bill asks, do I usually listen to music like this when I work, or is it just for a live demo? I do sometimes. I do listen to music like this when I work, but not every time. This is copyright-free music from YouTube that I'm playing, so I don't get in trouble. But I gotta have something that drowns out the. I'd say about 50% of the time when I'm listening to something like this, where I don't have to think, and it's just kind of like there, serving it up. Sometimes I do audiobooks. And sometimes I listen to like talk. I don't really listen to pop music or music with lyrics in it. I just find that I can't concentrate. Classical, I do classical, yeah. Not as much of a jazz. I like a little that what they call chill hop, which I guess was what this is. Something with a little bit of a jazzy, hip hoppy beat. But I do listen to classical. If everybody wants to share what they draw to, that's a good topic. David puts on movies that he's seen over and over and use it as a clock to beat. Yeah, that's a good idea. Got to finish this panel before the end of Empire Strikes Back. Lo-fi hip hop. Okay, yeah, that's the genre. Joey puts on regular music from time to time. I like to listen to music from games and movies and Star Wars audiobooks. If he wants to apologize, I am waiting. I don't expect my phone to ring anytime soon. But no, I'm not going to call him. Bye-bye. Thank you, though. I appreciate you trying to mend fences. I really do. But I'm tired of the junior high stuff. Tired of it. But I appreciate you a great deal. Talk radio podcast. Yeah, I do. Podcasts sometimes. Oh, the hardcore history. Does anybody else listen to hardcore history? He hasn't put a new episode in a long time. Those things are phenomenal. We appreciate you. Of course. Of course. It's on YouTube. If you Google, I'm sorry, Google. If you go on YouTube and you search lo-fi hip hop or just chill music, they have these like, sometimes they're 4 hours long, and you can just put them on and just let them go. And I kind of like that. Sometimes I just leave them on all day long and just let them play through the house. Appreciate you, sir. Quality will win. Quality wins the day. I'm going to be like David Williams from here on out. David ain't got time for no bull. Do you, David? David ain't got time for nonsense. We should all learn from David. Again, I don't even know. I've messed up this kind of shoulder area so bad, but I'm just going to let Elizabeth just blow it out. Like it's just lit up real bright. It'll look good in color. Nonsense. I'm tired of nonsense. I'm tired of it. Elizabeth's in there answering all our hate mail. She's been doing it for like 4 days now. Every once in a while, you turn over a rock on the internet, and it makes your day real unpleasant. All right, moving on. Panel 2. I'll probably not try to overwork this one. Nice. Yeah, that came together. Subtle. Yeah, I think she's watching, so she saw your message. Oh, get too fancy. This has been a very peaceful stream, which I appreciate. We've had some rowdy ones. I've moved to zero tolerance, and that's helping. She knows you're not working. She's always watching you, David. She knows when you're sleeping and when you're at the drawing table. Damn, I think that's like it. You gotta know when to hold them. Giga says, my personality type is mediator. My personality type is don't screw with me. Or my friends. One thing's for sure is I'm glad I kept a lot of our stuff really close to the vest, because if people knew what we really had, they probably wouldn't have They wouldn't have wanted to tango with us, or tangle. Sorry, tango or tangle, I guess. Either. If people knew what we were really up to, they wouldn't have wanted to mess around. But now we know. You want my lineup, George? Oh, here comes my buddy. He loves being on camera. Show him your feet. Thank you, Serena. Very nice. Thank you for tuning in for pretty much the whole thing here. I think you were on nearly every broadcast. I wish I could get Elizabeth to color one live, but she doesn't like to do that. I like working live because it keeps me in my chair. Otherwise, I'll work for like an hour and then go pace around the house. Got ADD. Which is great. ADD is great for solving a lot of problems, but it's not great for, it's not a great trait for an artist. We spared no expense. Yeah, I would. That's a weird thing. I started doing those cons, and just being able to, that put me in the zone. I loved drawing at cons, and every time I would come back from a convention when I was in the up and coming stage, my art took improved by leaps and bounds. I don't know if it was the pressure of drawing live or just the soaking in the whole atmosphere or whatever it was, but I always had a marked improvement when returning from a convention. All right, I'll show you why this is so cool. All right, so now I've selected one of these. I'm working with two tones. So now I've selected one of the tones, and watch this magic. Grab. So it's like a mask. You can grab anything that's been colored or been rendered and select it and go to town. You might not have been able to see that. There's a good idea. Every once in a while, I realize I've been holding my breath for about a minute. Maybe the only person that does that. It's important. When I'm not breathing, then I know it's usually when I start working myself into corners. Our art teacher, our art professor, he was very passionate about drawing from the shoulder. And if he caught students drawing from the wrist, he'd come around. He would have duct tape, and he'd come around with duct tape, and he'd tape your wrists up. I think it was more of a threat, but I think he'd do it every now and again to a student just to make sure everybody stayed in line. Oh, I'm doing this on the wrong layer. Oh well. Curses. Oh well, that's a problem for Elizabeth to solve. I'm not gonna go back. That's the problem for future Homer. I have to turn my paper around in order to draw this guy. Much easier at this angle. David Williams is a quitter. I had no idea. Well, don't quit on us, and we'll be cool. Yeah, this page really came together. If the rest of the book goes this smoothly, we'll be crushing it. All right, I think this one's done. This is my favorite part of the process because you get to see it kind of all come together. Usually, my last page is real frustrating. Excuse me. Disney and DreamWorks. Dude, you can hang. Come on. Come on. I'd like to think we can hang with the best of them. Okay, I'm calling it. Stop. Okay. All right. There's my pencil. So I'm going to go ahead and try to follow this as closely as possible. Brush. Boom. Thank you. You want to pop your face on here? Face looks real pretty.
Okay.
Pretty good for a lady that's been answering hate mail for 4 days.
I haven't seen Chumley in a while. Likes to be held like a baby. And he has hamburger in his lap.
Yeah, they know they've been hearing him.
Back to answering hate mail.
Okay, I'm getting too much. It's gotta keep it real simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Thanks. I'm really happy with this one, actually. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that, though. Oh, okay. Thank you. We all want to do ink wash like Bill Reinhold does. Take care, Bill. Thanks for stopping in. Don't be a stranger. You can call us anytime. We'll have something for you for sure.
Here you are, sipping tea, listening to great music, just taking a break from all the busyness.
Gee, hey. Oh, she left. I was going to tell her, hey, we had Bill Reinhold in here, and he like he might be a little interested. Maybe we could replace David Williams. Or did I say that out loud? I'm tired of taking his bull. Tired of it. Oh, that's flattening it out. Delete. Nora Saga episode 3 is almost done, if not done. Did you hear that, David? Kelsey beat you this time. He's about done. He's just mopping up. I'm the one that's behind, of course. Been a little distracted. I'd take up a red rooster and make all the characters black. Oh my gosh. Actually, actually no spoilers, but we do introduce the story becomes much more black. So it really does. And I intended it that way from the very, well, it was from the very get-go, really. I have a second character coming, or a few characters coming in episode 4, introducing a few new characters, and most of them are black, or half of them. A new, what did you call it? Supporting actor. Actually, no, I just changed them all because I saw how well Bass Maroons was doing. I don't think they do, but you know what should be required reading in all schools in America? Kevin Grievicks's and David Williams's Bass Reeves. Wouldn't that be something? Required reading. That'd be a... Okay, now it's got the CEO in me is thinking, how do I make this happen? How do I make this happen? I could see it. Imagine how many students do we have in the U.S.? Really, what if you just did the state of Texas? You just need a state, and we would sell hundreds of thousands at a steep discount, we'd still make a ton of money. I'm going to put that on the back burner. I hope there are more panels of the Strong Boy versus Slug Mug fight. There are. There's a few more. You saw the page I drew, and then we break scene, and then we come back to it. I never heard of Bass Reeves until your comic. Then all of a sudden I see his name everywhere. Isn't that weird how that works? Thank you, Timothy. We weren't playing. We weren't playing. We were always in it to win it. And that meant making a great book, even if it took a while. Okay, I think that panel is done. All right, so we've got the first three panels are in the can. And now we just got to finish the last third. And we're clocking in at 2 hours and 50 minutes. So that's four. Yeah, I'll finish this tonight for sure. It's 8:30. Am I using Procreate? No, I'm using Photoshop. And I got to take a nature break real quick. Okay. I think I want to start with doggo and then work my way left. I am adding the halftone dots on the inks layer. So any of your YouTube experts out there, we have 9 people here, so that probably not many YouTube experts. So all my videos are ratioed to hell. I guess there are 20 or 30 trolls that sit around waiting for me to post videos to downrank them. Do any of you know if that affects my channel growth? Right? I mean, that's what I wonder about. So when you got 20 up votes and 20 down votes, does that mean that you don't appear in the search rankings? That's what I think maybe happens, but I don't have an answer to that. So if anybody does, I'd like to know. Otherwise, I can't imagine why anybody would sit around just to downvote something. It seems really weird. Or they're subscribed just to send me downvotes, which is sad and strange. So it makes me think there might be another reason they do it. So Paula says it's a net positive because it's interaction. Okay. So they're helping me. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I think also don't live streams don't do you any favors either. Like YouTube does prefers
uploaded videos over live streams and they like prioritize that. I don't know. I haven't tinkered around with it much. I'm just saying what I've heard. Why is it? Oh my gosh. All right, done enough. Oh wait, no, I gotta do the hand. Is he wearing a glove? Yeah, he's wearing a glove. Rubber gloves. YouTube wants to do 10-minute videos. Fewer people watch streams and stop watching streams. Help bigger channels more than small channels. Streams help bigger channels more than smaller channels. Gotcha. Okay. YouTube likes 10-minute videos. Well, I don't want to do 10-minute videos. Maybe later. Maybe I will do 10-minute. I might do. I'm gonna buy a whiteboard. Yeah, I got some food coming too. See you, dude. I'm gonna get a whiteboard and maybe I'll do 10-minute drawing lessons. I think I can do that. And then plug our comic books at the end of it. My hand looks weird to me. Take two. Much better. All right, gang. I can also tell stories about my time in the industry, flip through a comment and explain why it's good from a creator's perspective. Those are great ideas. I can find 10 minutes out of the day to do that. Sure, yeah. Actually, I have a lot of good equipment here. Okay. When I'm done with Red Rooster, I will probably do those kinds of things. For now, I'm just going to keep streaming my pages because it keeps my ass in the seat. And I can smell my dinner. It must be almost ready. So I'm going to close this out. I don't have much more to go. I'll be done tonight, and then I'll start a new page in the morning. For all 11 of you that made it all the way to the end, here's a reward. So we very shrewdly negotiated with our distributor. We gave them what's called warrants in our company for 10%. In an exchange, that means that they don't own 10%, but they can execute their warrants at any time at the previous purchase price. In exchange for 10% warrants in our company that they can execute at any single time, we have mutual exclusivity, meaning our distributor services over 67,000 newsstand bookstore locations, including Walmart, Target, Kroger, Rite Aid, Hudson News, military bases, yada, yada. And we are their only comic book company, and we'll always be their only comic book company. And they will be our only distributor. And so everybody that screwed with us, congratulations. You just played yourselves. Bye-bye.